religion versus religion. How this is so destructive and utter bullshit. If you listen to this video, I can guarantee you walk away with newfound strength and insight in relationship to how to understand and embody the truth within all religion. Because someone just has to mention that the division created via comparison in general is terrible. And specifically what happens when we're comparing Christianity against Islam or insert any other set of religions. You're almost playing the role of the devil and or the darkness. Yet the darkness or the devil and pain, are those things bad? I wouldn't label them bad, right? Because Aurelius, the Stoics, talk about this in a very straightforward manner. You can see it in your life if you're genuinely honest. It's pain, it's hardship, it's sweat, it's tears, it's death. When your animal passes away, rest in peace, Miss B. When your animal passes away, the things that tear you apart in life, either they present you with an opportunity, right? And you're either going to cowardice, get small, or get strong. So when you look at religion versus religion, there's essentially a gap between using things you can't control to strengthen you that may be hard and creating unnecessary conflict in your mind and in your life. And religion versus religion, like, what are we doing? It's such unnecessary conflict when you are attached to any one modality, right? If I were to say, oh, the best sport is jujitsu. No. Oh, you should weightlift. And that's foolish. Just because jujitsu and weightlifting have been things that I enjoy, if you feel that swimming works for you, I love swimming too, hey, right? Just doing normal grounding, walking in the grass or even on pavement, walking. The real message here is how toxic people can get when they have conformed and accept ideology. An ideology being an attachment to one given, right? You could see it in the Nazis. You could see it in Stalin and Lenin. I think, honestly, over history, Christianity and wars of Christianity have murdered so many people. So, right? And then you see kamikaze things. Point being, if we are just simple here, it's so important to embody your own truth. Religion is on your heart. Whatever books you read, there's no need to recite the books. The purpose of wisdom and intelligence in written text is so that it can help awaken that wisdom within you. It's not so you can copy and paste it or act as some form of messenger, right? Like I say, I have a message. What's my message? Well, it's unique to my heart. Sure, I've experienced things. I have knowledge. I do certain methods for specific things, but it's so valuable when you're spontaneous and you're not attached to things that have helped you, right? Like there was a period of my life where I just meditated as a mechanical habit. I woke up at 3 a.m. for 500 days straight, 252 to be exact. Immediately, I would go into a 30-minute meditation. The meditation would follow a specific route. It was just me breathing, really, like looking at my hands, looking at the wall, noticing the movements of my eyes. And that's helpful. But if I were to say, oh yeah, meditation, you have to meditate. No, you don't. Real meditation is actually bringing that awareness of when you sit and you practice it, and then bringing that same awareness into your every movement of your waking hours. That's real meditation. And you're never going to actually meditate if you're stuck battling right? If you're stuck being attached to ideas and beliefs and opinions that one religion's better than another religion, it's a total box, okay? So I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm not asking you to drop your attachment to a religion. I'm saying, can you see it? Can you see how offended you get if someone gently, maybe me, because here's the contrast, right? Some people may come and say, oh, Islam's better than Christianity. That's normal to get offended because they're just uttering nonsense. Same thing if some Christians came to an Islam and said, Christianity is better than Islam. It's normal for Habibi to get offended. Like, because someone's trying to tell you that you're wrong. That's just weird. Humans don't like to be told what to do usually. Unless, of course, there's certain states where, hey, maybe a kid loves to say, hey, you want to go to the park? All right. And you can hear the difference, the change. See, this is the awareness in terms of we are creators. And the words we use, how we speak, cadence, tone, strength of voice, it all influences the way that we operate and how what we create is received or not received. And I think awakening and awareness and spirituality is really the game of, sometimes you're going to intentionally trigger people, but in a playful manner where you're the bird's eye perspective while you're pushing people's buttons because you can see that they're attached to something that they need to let go of. But then you don't get attached of the pace at which they let go. I didn't zoom in too much on the religion stuff, but I think the important kernel or seed for us to express here is that religion serves a purpose. It can guide you to strengthening your connection to source. That connection to source is limited if you're attached to a given route. Now, there's a lot of different mountains to climb, and the journey to each peak may be different. So therefore, I'm not saying you shouldn't read the books, but I am saying that it's just of the utmost value for us to be aware of if we are putting ourselves in a box. So, shatter that glass ceiling, expand your identity of who you think yourself to be, question, are you attached to certain things? And when you do this work, you'll loosen up. You'll be dynamic. You'll be spontaneous and free. And there's nothing more important than that, because then you can let source guide you moment to moment, and your life can be a true meditation. If you enjoy this, if you have any insight, any feedback, I'd love to hear what this inspired in you down below in the comments. And if you know someone who may resonate with the essence of this video, share it with them. I would appreciate that. I'm sure they would appreciate it too. And lastly, if you would like to work one-on-one, if you want to get a great physique, if you would like to implement and embody anything that I speak about in my videos, specifically, we could get you out of negative thought loops and get you into negation as a thought style so you can understand why you think the way that you think, why you see the world, how you see the world, and therefore create change through that understanding. That's what I got. Have a great day. Let's go.